everyone. It is me, Jordan Long here, and today I'm going to talk about, this new oversight that YouTube came up with or had for some time. Some new oversight about how one's eating or one's skipping or stepping can be mistaken for something else out there. Yeah, how can someone mistake someone eating or someone skipping or stepping in one of their films as something else? I don't know, because I guess there are folks out there who can mistake it for something else. Well, would anyone mistake any of your films for something else? Well, a lot of my old films had been age restricted or year gated, you know, but those films have already been dealt with. So I don't think anyone out there is going to mistake any of those ones for anything else, since they've already been looked at and YouTube already gave their guess on them. But why would they come up with that? Because I guess there are folks on YouTube for who make films, in that way. Folks who make films, to make, to make folks, I don't know, to make films in some kind of way that makes folks think they're watching, love making or something when they're not. Something that makes them think something it isn't. Like, I guess, a way that someone eats, or the way that someone's skipping or stepping, if they're showing the shooter somewhere on them they shouldn't be showing them on themselves when they're doing it. Or I guess and go to playing film games, because apparently some film game stuff can be mistaken for something else too. Yeah, I guess you're right. You know. But if it can be mistaken for something it's not, what's not stopping someone from being, fake flagged on it? Well, I guess there isn't really anything stopping anyone from fake flagging anyone's films if they think that it's showing any of that stuff. But then at the end of the day, it's still up to YouTube to make the guess, to make the call if the film is showing that film in that kind of a way. Oh, so you're telling me there are folks out there that when they hear someone eating or drinking, in their mind they think of something else that they shouldn't be thinking? That when someone else is making a film of them skipping and stepping, there's someone out there that's pulling the shooter down to where? Yeah, I guess there are. And I guess when there are folks playing film games like DTGF, and when someone opens the wing door and someone gets in, it's being mistaken as what? Yeah, I guess so. Well, that's fucked up. That is fucked up if there are folks out there that are making films in that way, making films in a way to make folks think that they're watching something else or they're seeing something else, or to make them happy in that way, which is sad. But doesn't that go? But wait, isn't there a YouTube followership oversight already that says no love making films of any kind? Yeah, there is. But that doesn't stop folks from putting them on YouTube. Yeah, I guess that's true. I mean, it isn't stopping them from making the film, but there's a oversight that is against that kind of films. Yeah, but I guess these are folks that, they seek a way to get around that. You know, that I guess there's folks out there to go, oh, well, I'm only eating in my films or something. Or I'm only skipping and stepping. Oh, well, I can't help my shooter is down. That's where it always is in all my films. Like bullshit like that. Like when they're doing it by goal. You know? Well, do you think we would be in a bind with that new oversight, Jordan? I don't think so. Like I told you, at the end of the day, I do have a lot of old films, but they've been year gated already by YouTube. So I don't think my anything I'm making now would be mistaken as anything like that. You know, it'd be hard for someone to mistake any hard to mistake it for whatever it is, unless you got some hater or troll out there that wants you to get in a bind with YouTube and lose your good standing. Yeah, someone fake flagged your film, Jordan. Then they say, "Oh, well, you were doing this kind of stuff in your film, and I had these kind of thoughts when I was watching it," or I just thought you were doing this, or whatever. Yeah, I guess there'd be a lot of fake flagging shit going on too, you know. But to be honest, truthfully, I don't think so. Because at the end of the day, I do have films that are year gated, already been handled, looked at by YouTube, film gated. So they're not going to have those films looked at again. They already made their call on them months ago or years ago. If they're going to, someone really wants to, they're going to look at my new films and think they're going to mistake whatever I'm doing for something else. Yeah, I guess so. You know. So, do you think some folks will leave? Oh, there probably will be some folks that will probably be frightened and then leave YouTube like, "Oh, that's it." I think there probably are going to be some folks that are going to be frightened. Then they'll leave YouTube thinking that that's it, that their films are going to get mistaken for something else, you know, or someone's going to flag their films and say, "Oh, they were doing this in their films, they were saying this in their films, and I took it this way," you know. There might be some folks that ran off, just like back when there was a whole for kids, not kids thing going on. A lot of folks packed up and left. So I think it would just be another something out for other folks on YouTube to have to work with, you know. And if some folks do choose to pack up and leave YouTube after that, that's their own business, you know. But I don't think that we would be in a bind for any of that stuff, because all your films, you don't say or do anything in that in your films now that somebody could mistake for any of that, do you, Jordan? No, I don't. I do not. You know, I have old films which have been year gated, but that was like years ago or months ago, and I don't do any kind of films like that now. And YouTube isn't going to want to look at old films that they already put year gated on months ago or years ago. So I think I'm good. So yeah, there is this new oversight, and it's has to do with folks mistaking films for something else. You know, like somehow folks can watch films and then get, I don't know, I don't really know the right way of saying it. Like someone, you know, a new oversight about how folks, what they should and should not do in their films, because there might be some folks out there that, you know, watch your film and then, you know, think bad thoughts, you know, about you eating. Or they see you skipping and stepping and they think bad thoughts, you know. Or you're doing stuff in your films, you know, and someone mistakes it as something else. You know, like you're playing some film games and someone mistakes, getting out of a lane, or somebody else walking into your lane after you open the door, something that mistakes it as something else. I don't know. But to let you know, I don't do any of that in my films. You're not going to be seeing anything in my films that could give someone bad thoughts. But I have no run and lead what anyone thinks. I only have run and lead over what I do in my films, and that's it. So you like this, follow me over here at Jordan Long Show. Watch the last film I made yesterday over here. I'm Jordan Long, and I'll see you later. Bye.